Snow and an Arctic blast. We've got a lot to talk about in the full forecast, how much snow we could see and how cold we get and for how long in just a few minutes.
Plus, President Trump threatens Minneapolis with the possibility of a military presence. How anti-ice protests are continuing in Minnesota. This is News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Josh Spreiter. Right now, the Dane County Medical Examiner's Office is revealing the identity of the woman hit and killed on Madison's north side. She is 77-year-old Mary Givens of Madison. Givens was hit on Packers Avenue around 3:30 Monday afternoon. She died at a local hospital later that day from injuries in that crash. Police say the driver involved remained at the scene. One person is seriously hurt after a vehicle hit a horse-drawn buggy in Monroe County this morning. It happened around 8 o'clock on Highway 33 near Opera Road in the town of Sheldon. An initial investigation shows the vehicle was passing the buggy when the buggy turned in front of a vehicle in an attempt to enter a driveway. The crash closed the highway for about an hour while crews worked the scene. Madison police are requesting a review of the response to the Abundant Life Christian School shooting. The after-action review will give an unbiased evaluation of how agencies coordinated their response. A critical response team is examining all the related materials, including media coverage, 911 call logs, police videos, incident reports, and more. MPD Chief John Patterson says the review focuses on learning, not blaming. Some students on the UW-Madison campus are calling for an investigation into the university's race-based scholarships. A federal complaint filed by the Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty claims UW is violating the Civil Rights Act. They say UW is operating 22 scholarships that exclude students based on their racial background. If the university is found to be in violation, it could lose federal funding. UW officials say it had not been notified of the complaint, but will cooperate with any review. Let's get a first check of your first warn forecast now with meteorologist Blaze Keller. Hi, Blaze.
Hello. We are looking at some sunny conditions right now. We're taking a live look out in Platteville, but things are going to be changing as we head later into the afternoon. We're going to watch as clouds move on in. So there's a look at our Edgewater Sky Cam in Madison, where it's 18 degrees. It feels like 10. Winds, unlike yesterday, have died down considerably. So our wind chill out there today is not going to be as cold. And these winds are out of the southwest, which will help bump our temperatures up into those 30s for Friday. So we're sitting at 18 in Madison, 21 in Boscobel, as well as in Prairie du Chien. But we are looking at a cool down as we head into further parts of this extended forecast. In fact, Monday is going to be our coldest day over the next 7 to 10 single-digit highs with wind chill values anywhere between 25 to 35 degrees below zero waking up on Monday. But before all that, Josh, we got to talk about some snow. We haven't really had a whole lot here in the Madison area and across southern Wisconsin this January. So it's Thursday. I'll be joined by a furry friend, and we're going to track out that snow in just a few minutes.
All right, Blaze. We'll see you then. Thank you. There has been another shooting involving ICE agents in Minneapolis. It's prompting a new round of protests and a threat of military deployment by President Trump. Lana Zach is there.
Overnight, federal agents and protesters facing off again after an ICE officer shot a Venezuelan migrant in the leg. According to DHS, the officer acted in self-defense following an attack by the man and two other people using a snow shovel and broom.
This is an impossible situation that our city is presently being put in.
Earlier, Governor Tim Walz had urged Minnesotans to protest peacefully and to document what he called ICE agents' atrocities.
They're pulling over people indiscriminately, including U.S. citizens. They're breaking windows, dragging pregnant women down the street. This long ago stopped being a matter of immigration enforcement.
This is the second person shot by ICE agents in a week.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you.
The mission that we've been told about for over a year is that it's to get the worst of the worst. I can tell you that Renee was the best of the best.
On Tuesday, 6 federal prosecutors stepped down amid pressure, sources say, to treat Good's killing as an assault on the ICE officer. Now the family is pursuing its own separate investigation.
The thought that there is only a one-sided investigation is really not palatable to the family, nor should it be to the government or the American people.
President Trump posted on social media threatening to invoke the Insurrection Act if local politicians don't do more to control protesters. Meanwhile, the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehensions announced its own investigation into this most recent shooting. Lana Zach, CBS News, Minneapolis.
More local news now. An independently owned pharmacy is stepping up to help patients seeking gender-affirming care. This follows UW Health's announcement that it will pause treatment, citing federal actions. Thad Schumacher is the owner of Fitchburg Family Pharmacy. He tells us he has adult children who are transgender and received care at UW Health's Path Clinic. Schumacher says Fitchburg Family Pharmacy will provide care for anyone affected by UW's pause. That includes access to puberty blockers, hormone replacement, and more.
We've had a lot of interest in the pharmacy side, preparing medications for folks so that they don't have a gap in care. We plan to do it until someone comes up with a way to keep us from doing it.
Last month, federal officials proposed cutting Medicare and Medicaid funding for hospitals that provide gender-affirming care to children. Secretary of Health and Human Services Robert F. Kennedy Jr. called the move malpractice. Numerous medical organizations consider gender-affirming care necessary treatment. Coming up next on News 3 Now at noon, why going to see the Mona Lisa in person is going to be more expensive. Plus, Verizon Wireless gives an update on its massive outage.
Verizon Wireless says the issue that caused yesterday's massive outage has been resolved. The company is urging customers to restart their mobile devices if they're still having problems. According to Down Detector, around 180,000 people reported outages at one point Wednesday, with phones switching to SOS mode. In a statement, Verizon said it is truly sorry the company let customers down and vowed to make this right by providing credits to customers' accounts. Going to see the Mona Lisa in person? It's now going to be a bit pricier. The Louvre has raised its ticket prices for non-European Union residents, that includes Americans, from around 22 euros to 32 euros, or 37 US dollars. The famed museum says the 45% jump is part of France's differentiated pricing policy that's also hitting other major cultural sites, including the Palace of Versailles and the Paris Opera. It comes months after the Louvre was hit by a major jewel heist. Guided museum tour groups can get tickets at the discounted rate of 28 euros. And it's Fuel Day at Circle K. That means today only, Circle K is slashing 40 cents off the price of gas per gallon at its more than 5,000 locations nationwide, all day long with no purchase necessary. Non-members can sign up for the loyalty program to get the discount. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Jesse Mitchell.
Here's a look at the stock report at the noon hour. The Dow's up 389 points, NASDAQ up 188, and the S&P 500 also up this hour, 44. Pam has today's farm numbers next, and Blaze is tracking the first warn forecast. Then later on Live at 4, what you need to know about bald eagle watching days happening this weekend in the 608. Welcome back. Let's check in now with Pam Yankee. She's live on location today for the Midwest Farm Report. Hi, Pam.
Hey, Josh. I'm in one of my favorite places, if you can't tell by the sign behind me. Dairy Strong 2026 is underway here in downtown Green Bay. We'll talk more about that in just a moment. But the big news I want to bring to you on a Thursday, brand new 2026 Wisconsin Fairest of the Fair, selected from a field of 32 candidates last evening in Wisconsin Dells. That kind of was the culmination of the 2026 Wisconsin Fair Association's annual convention. Let me tell you about this 19-year-old young woman that will be Wisconsin's fair ambassador for the next year. Her name is Kaylee Billingsley, and she represented Kenosha County's fair. She grew up in Bristol. Her parents are Eric and Shelley, I should say, Billingsley from the Bristol area. So she is going to be out traveling all across the state of Wisconsin, representing the 74 county fairs and, of course, the Wisconsin State Fair, trying to get people to stay engaged with their community activity. When she is not our fair veterinary medicine at UW Platteville. She is also currently working at the campus's beef farm to get some hands-on experience, and she's also an equipment management person for the farm. So she's getting some real hands-on learning there. She said after graduating with a doctorate in veterinary medicine, she'd like to open her own veterinary practice. So congratulations again. Kaylee Billingsley from Kenosha County Fair, representing them very well last night. She will now be our Fairest of the Fair 2026. Also want to give a shout out to Alexa Heitman, Heitkamp, I should say, Lacrosse Interstate Fair. She was runner-up. Also, congratulations to Maya Witzless from Fond du Lac County. She was named the Tim Heffernan Congeniality Award winner. So a wonderful evening for those folks in Wisconsin Dells. That was the end of the convention there. So talking again, like I said, Dairy Strong today, one of the conference conversations is what's going on with sustainability. Will consumers pay for that story about what farmers are doing to take care of the land? That's just one of the themes we're picking up here. And risk management, another big one. Dairy markets for today in Chicago, the barrel cheese dropped 1/4 cent to 135 3/4. 40-pound block cheese on a Thursday up 1/2 cent at 129 even. So you know, Josh, I'm in my element talking with dairy producers from all across the state and in my favorite place, if I've got to have a favorite place, downtown Green Bay. So Dairy Strong will continue through this afternoon with a great cheese reception, and I intend to be at the front of the line.
A very busy farm babe. Pam, thanks for joining us live on location today. We appreciate it. And it's Thursday, so that means it is time for Blaze Keller's Furry Friend of the Week. And who do we have here, Blaze?
Oh, he's a real star. This is peanut butter. There is no jelly, but I've got pink on. So it's peanut butter and jelly. We are the perfect sandwich on this Thursday. He's a little shy, but maybe his tail will start wagging. Oh, now he's coming alive. He is a 3-month-old, two-month-old Australian cattle dog, and he is just a fluffy ball of joy. So I hope we get to see his personality a little bit more here. Of course, we are at the Potentially Yours segment right after this. But we got a lot to talk about, Mr. Peanut Butter. We got snow and cold on the way, but with your fluffy little fur, I don't think that's going to be an issue for you. But for others like myself and maybe a bunch of us across southern Wisconsin who got used to the warmth, this change is reminding us that we are still, in fact, in winter. And the coldest air isn't even here yet. It's all being brought down by this system that's beginning to bring some snow into northwestern parts of Wisconsin. Do you like snow, Mr. Peanut Butter? No answer. I think he is indifferent, but if he doesn't like it, unfortunately, it is on the way. But the good news is it's going to be a light, fluffy snow. It's being brought down by a low pressure system that will start to bring in that snow here across southern Wisconsin later on this afternoon. It's taking a kind of direct southerly path, and it's somewhat getting cut off from the jet stream, so it's going to linger and bring us that snow not only throughout Friday, but into Saturday, finally wrapping up by Sunday. We get sandwiched between that and a high pressure system, and that is going to bring down the cooler temperatures in time for Monday. So let's take it in closer to home. Southwesterly winds tonight are going to help bring up our temperatures into those 30s for Friday. So some of those snow showers may briefly turn over to a rain snow mix. There may be some slick spots out there come Friday morning, but temperatures are going to quickly cool back down as we go overnight into Saturday. So keep that in mind. Tune in tomorrow morning with Savannah. She'll keep you guys updated on the road conditions, and you can always track out the current radar using the First Warn weather app. Look at Mr. Peanut Butter. We got 2 to 4 inches of snow possible. I think this is going to be likely 1 to 3 isolated spots of 4, and it's going to be fluffy snow. This is not going to be a wet, heavy snow. It's going to be fluffy like Mr. Peanut Butter here. He is so soft. He is so sweet. He's a little shy, but as I said, hopefully we will see his personality soon. And then the cold moves on in. The Arctic blast, 25 to 35 degree below zero. Wind chills are expected Monday morning. The good news is kids won't be going to school on Monday because it's Martin Luther King Day. However, if you're heading off to work, definitely want to grab that jacket because that is some cold temperatures. Even for fluffy little dogs like Peanut Butter here, it is going to be cold. Limit your time and your pet's time outdoors. When the kids go back to school on Monday, or Tuesday rather, we're still dealing with those temperatures or those wind chill values 15 to about 20, maybe 30 degrees below zero. That's why we have the alert day conditions for Monday and Tuesday. We are looking at some snow chances to continue as we go into later parts of next week. But Josh and folks at home who've been itching to get back out on the ice, the cold temperatures are really going to help this ice thicken on up. His tail's wagging a little bit. Oh, you just missed it, but
I see it.
There it is.
I see it.
I think he likes the attention, and he's just a little ham.
All right. Well, we're going to learn more about him coming up here in just a couple of minutes. Thank you, Blaze. Looking ahead, the Madison Public Market is set for a soft launch in March. 8 vendors have now been announced. CEO Keisha Harrison says the building will house 28 to 31 permanent booths, along with additional spaces available to tenants by the day, week, or year, keeping the market fresh for every visit.
This is a place where Madison can see itself reflected in all of its forms and identities and cultures. We want to be that place where if you said you visited Madison and you didn't come to the public market, then you didn't really visit Madison. So you would get a lot of different flavors of Madison all in one place and just feel like you got a great representation of what the city is about. You get to witness the heart and soul of it in action. And so we're very much looking forward to that.
Harrison says the last time the public market had this much momentum was in 2018. The city took the lead on construction and renovation, while the Madison Public Market Foundation managed operations and fundraising. A first warn traffic alert if you're driving in downtown this weekend. From tomorrow through Sunday, North Bassett Street between West Johnson and West Dayton will be closed right in front of the Brunch Club. Crews will be dismantling a tower crane. The bus stop on Bassett will move to West Dayton across from the Park Place Apartments. The NFL playoffs are right here on CBS on Saturday. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills head to Colorado to take on the Denver Broncos. The winner heads to the AFC Championship game. Kickoff is set for 3:30. The Bucks are in Texas tonight, taking on the San Antonio Spurs. You can watch it for free and over the air on our sister station, Television Wisconsin. Tip-off for that is scheduled for 7. After the break, we're going to learn more about our Pet of the Week from the Dane County Humane Society. Stay with us. Time for Potentially Yours here on a Thursday afternoon. Lisa Bernard from the Dane County Humane Society is here with our Pet of the Week, and Cuddlebug over here. My goodness,
Very
so soft.
snuggly. So soft, so snuggly. You just want to lay up next to him and snuggle.
Especially on a day like today. Yes.
Yeah. Who needs to go to work?
So tell us about him.
So this is Peanut Butter.
Peanut Butter.
Peanut Butter is about 2 months old. He just arrived yesterday on a transfer with 16 other dogs.
Okay.
He was the only one in his litter who came up. They came from Texas.
Hiding behind my leg.
Now he's camera shy.
He's a little shy at first, but then he opens up. Like he was playing with his toys in the crate when we were driving here, and I just wanted to watch him so big because he sounded so cute. There he goes.
Okay.
He is a little quirky with things because in his kennel when we were meeting each other, there was a towel in his way, and he's like, "Oh no, how am I going to get around that?" So he did a hop. It was so cute.
I love it. A little quirky peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah, he's just adorable and so sweet, so lovable, and looking for a new start with a new family who's ready to take on puppy work.
Is that kind of the recommendation for a family then, who's going to be wanting to put in the work, right?
Yes, who's going to want to build that relationship, working on the training. He's got to get potty trained if you want to work on crate training.
Okay.
Teaching him to go outside. I think he's going to like the snow.
I think so,
I'm
too.
sure he's never experienced it yet, but I think he's going to have fun.
Coming from Texas.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, this is going to be a big week for you. Snow and cold. I'm sorry.
I have a warm coat, so.
And he's got a warm coat, and I know his loving family will dress him in a vest and introduce him to the snow in a nice little way.
I can see him having lots of fun. And then working on his socialization to objects and people and other animals.
I would imagine he'll get kind of big, too. I can notice with the paws.
Yes, I think he's going to be pretty medium-sized, maybe a little bit bigger, because I think he's they think he's Australian cattle dog mix.
Okay.
So
he's so demure about it.
Yes.
I actually would like that. Also, folks, I don't know if you can see his eyes.
Oh, they're so pretty.
They're like both across of blue and brown, just gorgeous.
Very unique.
Oh, a unique peanut butter.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you're not a fan of the typical peanut butter, he's a special kind. So
yeah, he's looking for his jelly.
You're going to adore peanut butter.
This one I don't have to worry about eating by the spoonful.
No.
Well, Lisa, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're going to find peanut butter at home for sure. Well, spots are still available for Camp Paw Print Day Camp on Monday. Kids ages 7 to 12 can enjoy animal lessons and interactions, complete art and service projects, play games, and also have fun with other animal lovers. The theme for Monday's day camp is animal advocates. To learn more and to register your young animal enthusiast, you can visit giveshelter.org/camp. Hey, great news on last week's pet. Ash, the puppy, was immediately adopted after her segment.
I went to your guys' website, and she was gone, and I was so happy.
We knew that was going to happen. Yes. If you are interested in adopting Peanut Butter, now it's Peanut Butter's chance, or checking out the other animals at Dane County Humane Society, just go to giveshelter.org.
I'm going to check the website right after this,
Oh, my gosh. I love it. And, you know, if dogs love the snow, they're in luck in the coming days.
Oh, yes. My dogs still get the zoomies, so I'm sure Peanut Butter, who's never seen snow, will get some zoomies. That snow is going to move in later this afternoon. Cloudy conditions, and then we're looking at cold temperatures to stick around pretty much from here on out. We're looking at single-digit highs on Monday. So bundle up, Mr. Peanut Butter.
I was going to say, it looks like it's nap time here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 4.